You can call me Jan, and I'm originally from the Philippines. I work here in Taiwan as a college instructor. So I've been teaching at Shuda University for almost 20 years. And my wife?
Hi, I'm Annie Tianko. I'm from Taiwan. We have been married for 24 years.
24 years, yeah.
We met in Philippines. I study special education in the Philippines.
And then eventually we fell in love. We decided to get married, and then we moved here to Taiwan.
Other than teaching at the college, what do you guys do?
We take care of long-term being abused children. The abuse caused them become severe mental disability.
And even physical disability as well.
Disability, yes.
Yeah.
Like autism, ADHD, ADD,
cerebral
learning
palsy,
disability, slow learner, physical or speech disability. And I try to provide many professional lessons. Example, anger management and positive parenting, because most of the children go to orphanage or some organization. That's because the parent lose temper, the parent beat the children. Because low-income family, they have more financial problem, hunger issue. They're more easy to have,
emotional
anger,
issues,
impatient. So they easily have the physical abuse. So I start to reach those families to help them, to love them, to make them know they're not alone. We raised a child. When she was 6 months old, she was being physical abused by her dad, her bio.
6 months old.
6 months. She'd be thrown to the wall by her father because her father took drugs. And actually both of her biological parents. She stayed first in the orphanage, and then I signed a guardianship with her mom in the jail, and we took her home until now. She's already grade 2.
the severity of the abuse that she experienced. So she affected her ability to properly eat. She would really cry, intensely cry for long hours. She would have tantrums, and no one really understood what was going on. So it was a difficult time for her because caregivers couldn't understand how to work with such a child, and since she's not able to eat well, it also affected her overall health. She got susceptible to just getting sick. What was sad was that I think there was this attitude in the orphanage at that time that given this particular child it's too risky for her to stay with the orphanage because there's that risk always that she might die, and if she dies in the orphanage, therefore it will end up affecting fundraising, because since there were no other organizations for children that was willing to just take her case in. She ended up being placed in a nursing home in Tainan, and this is like really a rather secluded nursing home, because nursing homes are really ideally it's really for the elderly. It's for the elderly, so it's not a place for young children. But ultimately, we realized that there's some of these children, because of the severity of their condition, they have no other place to go except to be put in an elderly home, even at a very young age. And so my wife, she really made an effort to understand what goes on as far as the experience of a child who is in an elderly nursing home, and for a child whose other family members sort of like forgotten them already. It's like I maybe it's too strong to say that they don't care, but it's sort of like I would just say they forgot the child.
Abandoned child.
Well, yeah, that's a strong. It's really a strong word.
We abandon them because they're too expensive. When they're getting better, and we try to call their grandpa or their relatives, they hang up the phone right away when they hurt the neck. Some of them say, "Don't tell me about him anymore. We don't want it."
It's really difficult if the behavior of manifested by the child because of disorder, intense crying, tantrums. We've dealt with children; they hit themselves, they bite. Okay. The usual, in the elderly nursing home is medication. And Taiwan is a very good, Taiwan's medical system is really outstanding. But you see, to medicate young children, as young as 2 years old, and to see that a psychopharmacological intervention is the best to just control, manage the behaviors of the children so that the caregivers can follow their routine, the everyday routine, so that everything is like working according to the system. So this is what
they will go back to their city, and we cannot see them. There are many children, actually older kids, when they come to us, they are they cannot control.
Toilet training. They don't have toilet training.
They all wear diapers, all of them, and they have speech disability.
So the government doesn't have any set of or specific place for children like that.
Actually, they have. There's some, but it's not enough. They have no 尊严. I don't know how. They, for many people, they think we just provide the place and put them all there and give them food to live. That's already the mercy. Most of it, people, they don't want the second-hand clothes, the second-hand toys. But like once a month, we will buy them gifts. We will really bring them to a toy shop. Sure, not too expensive, but they can choose something they really love. That's the way to show love. And we really try to be their parents. They call me mom, they call him dad, because they need to have something to rely on. Because most of they come from a bad situation. They will have, even girls, they have very short hair because easy wash, right? And they wear, someone to name. Because they already have very low self-esteem. So we need to build it up. And we try to attend every activity programs in the school. And we try to develop their confidence and hobbies. We try to bring them to different places and to discover what they love the most.
Do you get support from the government?
We do. We really work so hard because we don't use money to build house, because that comes from that's our experience from the mistakes from others. Because if we throw so much money in the building, sure, we will lack money to take care of the children. Just like in a family, parents always just earning money, so the children will be left behind. So we don't want that. We rent a place and we take care of it. When the kids get well, they will transfer to a family or being adopted or go back to their biological family. That's what we do. But Love and Hope will always be their support wherever they go. We promise them we can be their parents in their life. When do they need us? We're always here for them. I never see this as a job or a long-term business, a legacy. No. We are here just because of those children. No one loves them. No one take care of them. And when they come to me, they're already really very broken. I need to spend lots of money to do their counseling. I have to hire the government recognized qualified counselor. The cheapest is 2,000 per hour. Per hour. 2,000 per hour.
And it should be free. The government should allocate qualified counselors for free.
Can be. Sometimes if they support like one child, government give us 23,000 to 26,000, depend on the condition of the child. But I hire one caregiver that qualify for the government caregiver, 40,000 a month for their salary. And the kids still need food, medication, schooling, and they need to learn, different skills, and they need counseling.
But didn't the government know this? Like 20,000 is enough?
They do.
How do they expect you to get there?
They expect us to be rich. so I can support this organization. Do you know why I'm still 社团法人? Because the government, actually they want me to provide the 10 million
A bond.
to 10 million fund to become a 财团法人. Because they want us to be rich. That's why I can help those children. But you know how funny? If the people who know how to become so rich, they will not do this. Because that's definitely lose money, right? I don't want to give a government 10 million. Come on, the 10 million is like every year my spending for those kids. How can I just put money into the government and to deposit in the government to guarantee that, hey, I'm rich, I can take care of those children? I'm sorry. And I also don't want to fund money like, hey, please, I'm going to build a 1 billion house, 2 billion house for those children to live. Help me to build a home. I think that's not realistic. I just rent the place. But the best is, who is loving and care, who is rich and he want to rent me a house, like 25,000 to 30,000 a month. And I already can start a group family for those special disability children. So I prefer to use the money to take care of the child. So I don't have those money how to do. I go to different places to speak. I go to different church to preach. And I go to you and to share. And I'm a cook. I sell food. I sell traditional like 狮子头, lamb head, pig knuckle, like those 功夫菜. That's also our specialty, my specialty. And I sell food to raise children. It's just like normal family. Every parents, they work so hard to raise their children, and we have to work extra harder to take care of those special children. But it works because I don't want your 5 million, but if you can support us 500 every month, that's already good enough. Because the long-term abusing make them have many hurts. They're scared. They're always scared. They're afraid of dark. Even one kid, she's afraid of red color. She's afraid of red color. We don't know why. But after those counseling, they will be better and they will discover something out from their memory. And we will some weird behavior come out, and we need the counselor to do this and to do that, and so we try our best to help them since they were little, so they can heal sooner. We wish they can become a better teenager.
We're hoping for more people to understand and to accept, our view of things, because we've encountered people who we've approached and who would tell us, because of the special nature, special needs, or special disabilities of the children that we take care of. Okay, so sometimes they feel like it's unlikely that these children will become really good taxpayers someday. They will just most likely be getting taxpayers' money. So that's the thinking. Especially we've approached some wealthy businessmen who would directly tell us that our hearts are good, but they would prefer to support an organization that takes care of children or people who have a milder disorder or disability, which leaves the thinking that these children that we're taking care of, that they should still be placed in the nursing homes. That mindset that the only place for these children is that long-term kind of care, which we've been challenging, where we've been trying to challenge that if you don't give them a chance, if we don't provide early intervention, if we already say that, might as well not give them a chance, it already closes everything. It shuts the door, and which is sad.
This is our first time, July 21st. That's our first time at
Fundraising party
in Taipei. I'm really nervous about that because all my friends in Kaohsiung, and this is the first time in Taipei. I'm so worried. There's no people come.
Yeah, so it's on July 21st. Yeah.
You just donate 2,000 NT, and you can have a dinner. And I have many volunteer singers. They're our charity angels, and they will come to sing. And our special children will also, those families, they will also all come from Kaohsiung to sing how they practice so hard.
Right. And these are children who often have a difficult time just sitting down or focus, or children who just suddenly out of nowhere they will just burst, get but they're trying, they're really trying
so hard.
Yeah.
It's really very touching. We really try our best to help them, to build them up, and so this also a very special opportunity for them. They can show you how great they are.
Do you have anything else to tell Taiwanese people?
每个人都需要一个家。那这些孩子他们长期的受虐，在没有家的里面，没有父母的时候，他们其实过得是非常的孤独，并且很受伤。那其实我们真的不用花很多钱跟心力，就是大家我们一起，我们就可以为他创造一个小家，一个团体家庭，他们可以有地方好好的安心的长大。那在很多爱的环境里面，却没有想到这一些这么严重的孩子，竟然也能够很快速的恢复。所以，爱才是唯一的解药。希望我们能够一起携手，把爱给这些孩子。谢谢大家。
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.